It's time for Living Your Purpose, a motivational and inspirational podcast with Peter and Joyce Nielsen.
Hey everybody, it's Peter Nielsen. I'm here with my lovely wife Joyce, and welcome to Living Your Purpose podcast. We appreciate you being here every Thursday. And if you do enjoy the content, if you're someone new or if you've been watching, listening, just press the subscribe button below. We really do appreciate you, and we feel blessed that we have so many people watching now all over the world. You know, here we are in our backyard. It's like 87 degrees. You look amazing, by the way. You always do. and my wife, she loves the hot weather. She loves summer. And we're in August, and we're noticing that the light is getting shorter, the daylight is getting shorter, and you even said it, you were like, wow, it's like 9:30, it's getting dark already, right? Right?
Exactly, I wasn't happy about that. But we've been enjoying every moment of
We
the
really
sun
have.
that we do have.
And we've had the kids last week, and I always kid around. The only thing that they don't have is fins. They're amazing at swimming. Last week was really a life moment. I mean, I had my Speedo cap on. I had my goggles on. I looked like a space cadet, and I was under the water. You bought these psychedelic lit rings that we've...
Well, the Olympics are going on right now. We made our own water Olympics, and we had circles like under the water that you swim through, and then there was like obstacles that you got to go over after and do circles around the property 4 times and then dive. It was a whole production, but not only was it family fun, it was great cardio and
It was
exercise,
great.
which
It
is
really,
what we're talking about today.
Yeah, and that's what we are talking about. And what she didn't say, and she was a great sport, is that her son, my stepson Colton, and I, we had this inside joke that all the things that she said were correct on the obstacles, but the last thing was that we were supposed to throw this basketball, and it was supposed to go through this hoop that was on her like floaty. But what she didn't know is we were trying to get her to fall off.
They're always teaming up against me.
We are. But swimming is an amazing activity, an amazing exercise. And before I get going and go off, I just want to say planet Earth, I mean, is just a wonderful planet to live on. It's 75% water. Our muscle bellies, 75% of our body, of our muscles, are water. So water is such a big part of our lives, and I want to talk about ways that we can get more fit, more wellness, either in the water or on top of the water. And the first thing that we were just talking about is swimming. It's the most symmetrical exercise on the planet, and a person 150 pounds in the water swimming could actually burn about, say, 200 calories in about a half an hour, up to 500 calories if they're swimming vigorously where it's nonstop. So it's a great way to get an all-around full body workout. It works from your neck muscles to your ankles. When you're swimming, you're working everything symmetrically, bilaterally from the right to the left. But it's really a great way, as you said, to increase your VO2 max, burn more calories, increase your muscle endurance, and increase your ability to absorb enriched oxygen in your blood, which is called your VO2 max. So swimming is great. Now, there's a lot of people, and I've done this on television, that I've done a whole like 10-minute segment of Peter's Principles talking about water fitness. So many people would be emailing me or inboxing me on social media saying, well, Peter, I can't swim. Well, I'm going to tell you la-di-da to you, because you don't have to swim to get a great exercise.
There's never any excuses with him.
Right. If there's a will, there's a way. So all you need to do, and this is so important for people that are going through physical challenges, back surgery, replacement of knees or hips, morbidly obese where they're in a wheelchair and they can't even stand up. I had somebody, Joe Lipton. Many of you may know him from my nationally syndicated TV show, Peter's Principles. He was one of my transformations. I met him in his house. He wasn't out of his house for over 2 years. He was 712 pounds. And he was in his late 50s, and he wasn't in a pool since he was like 12 years old. And we got him to a YMCA downriver in Michigan, and we were able to get him there in a van and stuff, and we got him in the water. And the point of this is that if you walk, you don't need to swim. If you walk in waist-high water, you are taking 50% off of your weight from your joints. So him being, say, 700 pounds, he was 350 pounds in waist-high water for his knees, for his hips, for his back. He was actually able to walk. I mean, I have the piece, you could find it right here on YouTube, and he was crying with joy. If you go chest-high water, it's 90%, 90% of the weight of a person coming right off of the joints.
Or someone that has hip surgery.
Yes.
Or, even if you're pregnant.
Exactly.
And you're looking for a way to get some exercise in, but not have the full amount of the impact on your body.
Agreed.
The water is a beautiful place to be.
And it is. And, you know, and you want it so that a certified arthritic pool is 82 to 83 degrees. And that is best for your joints so that they're warmed up, etc. But when we had him in the pool, or even if I'm walking in the pool, now check this out. As you're walking in the pool, you hold your hands, and for people that are watching on YouTube, you hold your hands like this so that you're basically giving more resistance, and you do it hard as you're walking. So the harder you walking like this, the more resistance you're giving to the water.
And people not on YouTube, he means vertical.
Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you.
Do I mean horizontal to the ground?
Yes, so you're literally
palms flat against the ground. Oh my goodness.
So you're standing in the water.
You're
standing in the water, and your hands are on your side, and you're just moving the water. And my point is that a person is burning twice as many calories in the water walking as they would be on land. So you can't buy that. So it's just an immense amount of calorie, fat burning exercise by just walking in the water. And again, just to recap, 50% of your weight is coming right off of your joints in waist-high water. 90% is coming off of your joints in chest-high water. So now that we know that exercising in the water, swimming, the most symmetrical exercise, you can be burning anywhere between 250 and 500 calories. You're toning, you're symmetrically working all your muscles, so it's a great full body workout. But now let's talk about things that you and I like to do on the water. And let's first start with kayaking.
There's
you love
so many.
Right.
I love kayaking. It's, just to surround yourself in nature and be on the water, whether it's an evening or in the middle of the sun, if I want to get a little extra sun in.
You're part of the water.
Morning. But it's just, it's so calming and relaxing. It's almost like a form of meditation, but out in the water, and it's great exercise.
Oh my golly. When you are basically paddling, okay, with a kayak, and you're basically you're working your core, your abdominal muscles, but you're also working your back muscles, your lats, your rhomboids, your scapulus, as you're basically coming back and forth and you want to keep your arms fully extended, you're working your forearms, you're working your triceps, your biceps, your rotator cuff, your chest, but most of your back. And then there's an area that people don't realize. As your feet are launching off, giving your upper body support, every single time that you're bringing it back, you're putting stress, resistance on the back part of your leg, your hamstrings.
Yeah.
So all the people that want to tone their butt, their glutes, their hamstring, their quadriceps, their calves, it's wonderful. And we love to go out on the lake. We live on a lake in Michigan, and a person that is just moderately kayaking could burn 400 to 500 calories in just 30 minutes. So you're burning even more calories than if you were swimming, if you're vigorously kayaking. I mean, if you're just strolling along and then you're getting on the phone, you're talking to your friend, then you're burning diddly. But it's beautiful because, as you said, when we're on our boat, we're moving 30, 50 miles an hour, and it's fun. But when you're in the kayak, you literally become part of that water. And you and I, we love nature, we love water, and we've had some fun times kayaking on our expeditions.
Yeah, I like to find islands.
She does. She's definitely got a free spirit, and we do find these crazy deserted islands, and I'm like, are you sure we could go on here? Come on, let's go, Peter. Don't be a wuss. Don't be
You see all kinds of crazy exotic
animals.
birds,
Yeah.
turtles.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it
like
really, really, really is. The other thing that I want to talk about on the benefits of exercising on the water is something that I haven't mastered yet. You're better than I am at this moment.
I know what he's going to say. I love
And it's
it.
paddle boarding.
Paddle boarding.
I am kind of the wuss where I'm straddling it and I'm just basically playing it safe. I tried to get up on it a couple of times and I fell.
Yeah.
But
you can sit up, you can do it on your knees,
Right.
and you can stand up. It's all about core strength
yeah,
and
balance.
But it's definitely my favorite.
You love
to
it.
do, and yeah.
She gets lost on the lake, meaning like she just gets lost in that moment, and it's beautiful. Like she said, it's like we love to be closer to nature and water, to get closer to our Creator. So to be able to enjoy that, and for allowing Him to fill our cup
we have the inflatable
while we're exercising.
paddleboards, so we can be anywhere and we'll see this like really great lake area or stream, and literally our paddleboards fit into a backpack.
Yeah.
With an extendable paddle, and then you just
With a portable
air pump and everything, and all of a sudden there you are, and you can go as far as you want. And if you can't stand up, that's okay. You can still sit down. You're still getting the core
exercise. Yeah.
from the paddling. But
because what she's just saying,
it's a great way. Even when the leaves are changing colors, you just bundle up.
You know, we haven't done the paddle boarding yet this year, and I think it's a little bit because of I'm just going to say it to the whole world. I think it's a little bit because you're so good at it, and I feel so like a doo-doo. Like I feel like I'm a little insecure about it because, you know, I weigh closer to 200 pounds than I do to 150 pounds. So
what do you mean standing on the paddleboard?
when I stand on the paddleboard, even though the lake is pretty calm, it's not even a windy day,
right.
I still feel like, whoa, whoa.
But like you
So
said,
how do you do that?
You still get benefits.
Oh,
like
totally.
From knee-wise, and really, it's. I mean, I don't know how to explain.
How did you learn?
Do it.
How long did it take you to do it? Where you stood up?
It's just practicing your balance, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Maybe yoga helps. But I mean, it's just balancing, shifting, and balancing yourself right on the board, and being able to maintain when that movement comes to flow.
Agreed.
With the
Or if there's a
movement.
boat
If you resist
coming,
the movement's going to throw you off.
if there's a boat coming, I'm freaking out, man. It's like, whoa,
right.
the
But
ripples
either
in the
way,
water.
You're getting the exercise, you're enjoying nature, you're burning the calories,
Yeah.
you're having bonding time
Agreed.
or alone time in nature. It's just an all-around win.
Because it's almost a half a day, because by time, like she said, I found it on Amazon, and I'm trying to think of the company, but it's a pretty well-known company, something Iraq or something, and you blow it up within a few minutes.
Yeah, kayaking's the same though to me as paddle. I could go either way. They're both just great to be in nature. We were just talking about, like, today's episode is we're in the midst of summer, and we are just drawn to water in such a huge way.
Right.
And that's part of our daily exercise routine of staying fit and healthy, is finding something to do on the water. And then if you can do it as a family or with a spouse, it's even better. Or if you need your alone time in nature. But any one of those, you're getting better fit mentally, and spiritually, and physically. So
Agreed. I mean, it's like today we walked. I was wrong yesterday. I said that we walked 6 miles.
Right.
It was really 7 miles.
Oh, yay!
So today we walked 5 miles, and I just did the math.
Okay.
And yesterday, or when we did that long walk by the dam,
By the water.
yes, that was 7 miles. But we love to be outside, and that's really one of the reasons why we wanted to do this today. And we love to even make our studio outside here in our backyard. But I want you to think out of the box. I mean, everything that Joyce said, it's like, I'm a professional athlete, and here, I mean, Joyce is looking like a pro on the paddleboard, and I'm literally intimidated. I'm like, oh my golly, like, this is hard. It's like I'm trying to balance myself, and then it's me. It's always you against you. So it's like, she thinks I'm doing good, but it's like I can easily give up and say, this is too hard. But I'm able to straddle it, and I'm able to go around the lake, and then I could get on my knees, and I can do that. But I guarantee you, in the next couple of episodes, I will talk about it, and I promise that I will conquer standing on the paddleboard for a long time. The lake that we live on, it's over 5.5 miles, and it goes into a different town under a major highway bridge, so it's a beautiful full day's worth of being on the water. And that's what we wanted to just say to each and every one of you. Exercise doesn't have to be dumbbells and barbells. Exercise doesn't have to be treadmills and bicycles. Exercise is going to work the best when you pick something that you really enjoy. Oh, and by the way, your heart rate's getting up, and you're sweating, and maybe it's weight bearing, and you're enjoying doing it. Like we said, we love to exercise together.
Right. Even when we fell, we can laugh and have fun falling into the water.
Agreed.
And then trying again. And that's exercise in itself.
Right. And when we were doing our Summer Olympics in the pool at night, I mean, I should have filmed it. It was just spectacular. But we all came in the house. I think Colton, Rachel, you and I, the kids and us, we slept the best than we've ever slept, and I don't know how long, because we were out here for hours getting great exercise and just letting go of all the stress, laughing, getting the endorphins going. And that's what drives me to do what we're doing here, or even the television show for years, Peter's Principles. Get out of your comfort zone. All the growth is in the valley. It's not on the mountain tops. Try something that you've never tried before, and you just may really like it. And it's a beautiful thing, right?
It is a beautiful thing.
Yes. And if you want, you can find out more about what we do on our social media channels, Peter and Nielsen on Facebook, or Instagram. You can find us on Astound TV
Maybe we'll
network.
try kite surfing next. Who knows?
I want to do that. That is on my short bucket list, right? I mean, we wanted to do hot air ballooning last year. We did it, and now we wanted to get the kids to do it. And one of our kids were like, "You're not going to have me do that. There's no way." You know.
Yeah.
But that's the beautiful thing about life. Yeah. It's like
make it fun.
Make it fun. Even jumping rope.
Count.
Right. Make it count. Jumping rope. So many people are like, "I'm not going to jump rope. It's for kids." Well, boxers do it. Athletes do it. Kids do it. And it's amazing. You could burn 12 calories in 1 minute jumping rope, 712 calories in 1 hour. You can't buy that. That's more than an elliptical machine, a stepper, a treadmill, riding a bicycle for an hour. So get creative and try some of these things while the weather is still cooperating, because you and I both know, and I'm not going to get gloom and doom here, but we both know we got August, we got September. As soon as October comes in the picture, Halloween is close by, we're getting hail, snow flurries, it's getting dark at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yes.
And then we hibernate a lot of times for the winter, and we end up wearing our winter coat literally and figuratively. So instead of doing that, become part of nature, and instead of like trying to beat it, why don't you just join it? And that's what we're doing today, and that's why we wanted to talk about water fitness, whether it's in the water or on top of the water. And if you do have a question, continue to ask the questions. Go to peternielsen.com for more questions. And then they could always watch us also worldwide on DBTV on Saturday and Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, at 8:30 on Roku. So if you can't find us, it's because you probably don't want to find us, because we're definitely overexposed in a good way, and we just love each and every one of you in sharing this time with us. So until next week, number one, I love you.
I love you.
And I love what we do together. And we love each and every one of you. And we would just want you to have a blessed week. And until next week, we just hope that you keep searching, keep reaching higher to live that purpose-filled life that you deserve. Everyone have a great, great week. Hi, I'm Peter Nielsen. I'm excited because I'm going to be with you every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Astound TV network. We'll be dealing with nutrition because you are what you eat. Physical activities, whether it's indoors or outdoors, as well as wonderful things you could do with your entire family. Let's get better together, mind, body, and spirit.
Tune in to Peter's Principles every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Astound TV Network.